Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Expedition 33. This is episode 25. And last time, we broke a barrier, and we made it inside the monolith. And we're trying to figure out what the hell is going on in here, exactly. What the hell is going on around here? So, let's get to it, shall we? I've switched up the party a little bit. We're going to sub out Lune and Mael for a little bit, and bring it back in Verso and Minoko. And I've also switched up Pictos once again, just a little bit. I think we picked up a couple new ones last time. We got Energizing Cleanse as well as Stay Marked. We're going to level those up here and keep Double Mark plus Stay Marked. Feels like a fun combination for CL to have. And I think I also gave Energizing Attack to Minoko. So some new Pictos to get leveled here. And in general, I'm going to start, I think, with our Luminas. We're going to start... Let's see, we can sort this by active. I think I'm going to start steering a little bit away from the entire shots package. Like, there are some of these that I want to keep, like marking shots and rewarding mark. Not that one. Marking shots and burning shots. I want to keep those to still have some ability to proc beneficial contamination when we need it. But there's other ones like Augmented Aim that maybe I might take off of the favorites because we don't really care about the free aim damage all that much in most instances. We really just care about, I care about getting as much AP as possible. And it's starting to feel like we've got some good synergies going on with things like beneficial contamination. And so I decided for most characters to bring in Burning Mark. I had shied away from this before because I thought, okay, well, hitting a marked enemy and then applying one stack of burn, that's okay, but I'm already applying burn in so many other instances. However, when you have beneficial contamination, this becomes a really, really good synergy. You don't have to spend extra shots trying to get one burn to happen when you already know if the target's marked, I can get that burn no matter what. So I think that's how we're going to roll. Critical burn's already in there, but I'm also giving double mark to Minoko, and I think Verso has it as well here. As well as Verso actually has some Energizing Start Pictos that I could also sub these out for some different ones if we go to our favorites here. The favorites, I might make some addendums or edits to these favorites because some of these, like, I think I also de-equipped. Well, Verso doesn't have Shell because he's starting with the in media res still, so it doesn't make sense to really focus on giving him Shell, but I think I'm keeping that with the other characters. Question mark? Yeah, so CL and Minoko still have the Shell-related Pictos, although I guess I took them off of Minoko because there's only so many Lumina points that he has, and I wanted to be able to equip Double Mark. So yeah, those are the kind of changes that I'm making here as we continue to think through. Like Teamwork I might remove from the favorites because that's, 10% damage increase. I'm much more interested in getting AP. So anything that really makes AP more of a priority, I could think about making it some adjustments to Verso's stuff here, like taking out Energizing Start and bringing in Double Mark. We could do that right now, actually. Let's take out, or maybe instead of Energizing, he has Energizing Turn equipped. I did equip that to him instead. We could take off like Teamwork, SOS Shell, and Energizing Start, and then give him Double Mark instead. That feels... I feel like Double Mark... Once we get Stay Marked leveled, then that might be a really potent combo that I want to give everybody. We'll see how that goes. For now, we need to get that... Excuse me, clearing my throat here. We need to get that leveled. And I think I want to bring in a new skill for CL. We hit the flag here and add one skill for CL because I wasn't that impressed by this Dark Cleansing. It doesn't really work the way that I thought it was. I thought it was going to be a cheap, literally free way to build up stacks of moon charges and buff her damage, but it doesn't even work if there's no status effect on your allies. So I think what I wanted to do was activate Sealed Fate. I think this is the one here. This generates a moon charge, and it does 5 to 7 hits of single target damage, which I'm starting to like and really be interested in. One's abilities or skills that do multiple hits of damage. Those seem to be like some of the more powerful abilities. Now this one does want to consume Foretell, and we're not really generating Foretell so with the build that I've got going at the moment for CL, so we'll see how this feels. Because maybe this is just not strong enough. It might not be strong enough of a skill in terms of the damage, but we'll have to try it out and see exactly how it goes. Which is the one here that I just added, Dark Cleansing. Oh, we put it in, it already worked. It already worked. Like, that's why you assign the skill, because it says, here, where do you want to put it on your skill bar? And I did indeed swap it out for Dark Cleansing. So it's been done. The swap has been made. So excellent. That's all we're going to do in terms of our housekeeping. Let's start exploring again. We explored over to the left part of this tainted waters as we're continuing the tainted versions of each of these previous areas that we've seen. We explored over to the left-hand side and we did find a chromatic virgin. Fortunately, was not too much of a headache last time, but let's start by exploring over here to the right and see. It doesn't look like there is a path over here or any items. Group of enemies here in the middle that we will try to avoid. Let me just see if there's any items near them. I mean, we do want to get into some combat here to level our Pictos, but we'll jump into combat when an enemy gives us no choice. Okay, it looks like there is a path back that way. And it looks like there's also, maybe this is the path forward, because we have another one of these Clair enemies. So that's a group of enemies that we'll definitely want to do battle with, because I want to see more. I'm gonna get more exposure to the Miles getting a little bit stuck here, a little bit confused on the pathing for her character. But this, I'm just very curious about this enemy that's named. It kind of shares the name of the game. Oh, here's another path over here. Okay, hold on. We've got two groups of enemies on us. Is that true? One enemy was, I think, unavoidable there. We're gonna have to do some parries. Wow, I actually did the parry. Okay, that one. Have we ever seen this attack before? The Demonor summons thunder. But it's a very obvious attack. Like, if you watch the hand there, the hand kind of has a very obvious, like if you're parrying the hollows in Dark Souls, there's a various like, oh, the weapon is coming down right now. This is when you should parry. Okay, that worked out. Let's go. Always feels nice when you get those first strike counters. Also is nice of the game to give us some counters that are easy to see and execute. I had some confusion last time about, oh, why does CL have a blue mark? And of course, as soon as I went to editing, I was like, dude, you gave her double mark. So I didn't see it during the gameplay, but in editing, I was able to notice the fact that when you actually, we'll take off the other shield here, but if you notice, when she does an attack, the first hit, the mark turns to red. So you still have the mark there. It's the first of two marks. That's why it's blue. That's the reason. Let's do, if we do Twilight Slash, that should keep the mark preserved for Verso, shouldn't it? And we also get a rewarding mark, don't we?
I saw your future.
The mark stays on there. There you go. And we got a moon charge, and we built up some AP. This is not a strong enemy, so it's not crucial that we optimally order everything here. But I like to learn. I'm trying to learn how the game works. So let's. So we're doing that. So there's a mark for Minoko, which means he could. I think I also applied or subbed in Chapelier Slash for Minoko. So when he's on Agile Mask, I'm starting to really like abilities that apply mark, especially if we have double mark and stay marked once that gets leveled. Some mark synergy generating AP with everybody, it feels like a good way to go. Also, Benisur Mortar I subbed in because that also synergizes with mark, changes us to Almighty Mask when the enemy is marked. We're not going to do it here, but that's a cool option just to go straight to Almighty Mask. But let's do the Chapelier Slash because this should get both the rewarding mark and beneficial contamination. So even though it costs 7 and we go down to 1 AP, we should come back up to 5 AP, right? That's how this should work. Even though I missed the other QuickTime event, that is indeed how it works. Awesome. So, man, okay, I'm starting to really enjoy the synergies that we're putting together with our characters here. So we could do the same thing with Marking Shot, but in this case, I want to just do a Berserk Slash and hopefully kill the enemy.
I've got this.
Oh, that was not as much damage as I thought it was going to be. Huh. Interesting. Oh, I actually countered that? Are you serious? I actually countered that shit? What? Oh my god, I don't know if I've ever countered that attack in my life. That is so exciting. Why did Berserk Slash not do as much damage as I thought? We had double mark on the enemy. I did miss a quick time event. I'm not super focused here at the start here. Gotta lock it in. So we actually deal with these enemies that are, you know, not too tough, but a little bit tougher than the average enemy. We're gonna do Sealed Fate though. Okay, that also doesn't really come close to hitting the damage cap. So there's a lot. It does feel like they scaled down the damage of each hit when you have multiple hits to an attack. It's still, wow, is he still coming for us? So we're gonna have to deal with this guy no matter what, huh? Unless I completely de-aggro him. We could take him on here, but I wanted to explore the rest of this area. Back over here. Why was this little side path here? Because there was no item actually, was there? Interesting. Usually you have at least like an item, a color of Lumina or something that's when you find, aha, here it is. Here we go. This game has not misled me into breaking its pattern of always having something to find. So that's good. Okay. I'm just a little confused why that Berserk Slash did not deal as much damage as I was thinking, because Verso is still on... I might have changed Verso's crit rate by switching around these Pictos, because I gave him Energizing Turn, and so his crit might not be as high as it was before. Maybe that's part of the problem. But he should still be at the same, like, health deficit. And he was on C. We're starting out at C perfection. So I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that. It's probably because I missed a quick time event. That's probably the real issue here. Focus in. Hit those quick time events. And everything will turn out the way that it should. There's our main path, presumably. But there should be one more side path over here. Although... Oh, wait a second. Maybe this was where we went to find the Burgeon. Maybe this was the Burgeon, actually. Okay, this is where we went before. That's right. So there's no reason to go back there, I don't think. So we go forward. I thought I could have sworn that I saw one other path around here, but I guess not. Was there an item over here? Hidden item over here? I think we're good to go. I think that's all she wrote. I can hear the enemy chasing me. I can hear them. They're trying to get Mael, but she's too fast. We'll take on this enemy though. If I can get the first strike, there we go. First strike, jump into it here. Listen to this music. I feel like that's almost every new track. I'm like, oh, listen to this music. I mean, it's so good. What else can I say? But it's just got like a really cool drum beat. Take the weak spot here, and then go for the other thing about... Okay, so Sealed Fate does not hit everybody, but Dark Wave does. So we could just go with a Dark Wave. Dark Wave is going to... I'll just do Sealed Fate. Well, I actually need to build up CL's damage a bit. Let's just do his Twilight Slash here. And that leaves the mark on the enemy, so we should be able to now do a Berserk Slash. Finish you off. So my Berserk Slash is not dealing nearly the same damage that it did before. What am I missing there? Have I... Oh, I wonder... It's because I think I got rid of Inverted Affinity. I actually swapped out Inverted Affinity because I thought maybe I don't need this for Verso. Maybe I'm wrong. Because he is inverted. Oh, wait a second, though. He is inverted. So is it still on there? I might need to double check his Pictos, because now I am not sure. Okay, we got Caster Mask for Minoko, so this is where we could do Banister Mortar, but we really want to have a mark if we're going to do that. We could just do Brawler Bash. I think because nobody has mark right now, let's try to get either a burn or a mark on somebody. Get a beneficial contamination proc. Oh, but I forgot that it moves the wheel. This new weapon that we got for Minoko moves the wheel on free aims, which is probably helpful, but I need to account for it. But it is actually very helpful because now I can do Galt Fury and get a whole bunch of extra damage. Now, I still think I want to finish this guy off. Like the mark, our next character is not going to get to take advantage of that. Okay. Ow. Okay, an exhausting combo. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember it's a jump attack. So we were good to go there. Man, this epic track, my goodness. So good. What did we applied Powerless as well somehow, which I'm not exactly sure how that happened. Oh, and this is also a new, this is a new foot for Minoko because it's a different color Clair, apparently. All right, we've seen that before, I guess, with the Chevaliers, question mark? All right, who do we want to take out first here? I forgot we had a weak spot with you. So that is, I guess we'll focus you down then. Let's focus this guy. We get a burn, okay. And it is a good idea to get burn on an enemy because then that does give you critical burn activation. Let's do Sealed Fate now, right? Let's do Sealed Fate. Okay, so those are good hits, but they're not really coming close to the damage cap, which is fine. We cannot do Jar Lampstorm, unfortunately, unless we get lucky with our. Here's the thing: we can use a free aim. We can use a free aim to actually get us into Almighty Mask, and maybe. Wait a second. Does that not work the way I thought? Hold on. I thought free aims moved your wheel. What's going on here? What's going on here? I do not know how to play my character, guys, but what else is new? I guess we're gonna do a Galt Fury, even though it doesn't do a lot of damage, because it does at least give a beneficial contamination proc. We'll do it against this guy. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing wrong. Is I am. What am I thinking here? Yeah, I need to recheck some of the synergies that I have put together for my characters.
I've got this.
Because we're definitely not doing as much damage with Berserk Slash all of a sudden. Let's do a couple free aims with CL. Try to get a mark if we can, and then we can do Dark Wave on to hit both enemies. Oh no! Nullified! Weakening Strike? Oh, that's everybody. Oh shit. And CL's dead because she takes double damage. Fuck. Okay. She completely nullified the dark damage. That's not good. And all my party's about to be dead. Oh my god. Well, let's revive CL.
Now with vigor.
And, well, now Berserk Slash should be a lot better because we've lost even more health. So do I just jump straight in and do that? Maybe I do. I don't want to use the mark. I don't want to use up the mark with a free aim. Could do a Sabotage, but I think I just want to do a Berserk Slash for Verso. Okay, now that's the Berserk Slash damage I'm used to seeing. Good, good, good. Do I want to heal anybody? What's the gradient attack we have for CL? Shadowbringer. We don't want to do that. Dark damage is no-go against this enemy. I don't know if she does have 3 moon charges, so she doesn't lose the moon charges when she dies, which is very nice. So I guess we just go with a... Oh, we could go with a harvest. That's true. We could go with a harvest. Let's try to get a beneficial contamination. Let's try to get that to happen here. And then we can settle for a harvest if we... There we go. Okay. We got our beneficial. And then the harvest only does 1 hit. But I think I want to do that to do some healing. Although at the same time, if that one-shot us isn't even... If we got 1 shot before, what's the point of healing? I don't know. 1 mark remains, and we're on Caster Mask. So this is where we want to do Venusaur Mortar, I think. We just go straight to Venusaur Mortar, and that'll do 3 hits of ice damage, and it'll put us into Almighty Mask. Oh my god, that looks so weird. We're the pumpkin head enemy. We turned into the pumpkin head. Half a pumpkin head. And we launched... That's what that move is. Okay. It also killed... It killed the enemy. So, there we go. Battle... Oh, this one's actually called Obscur. So the first one we faced was like a pale white version, and it was called Clair. This one was the dark version, and it's called Obscur. What the heck? You've got 2 enemies that together make up the name of the game. What's going on with that? Don't tell me, of course. But what? What do we get? Obscure Sword. 6 AP. High single target dark damage for 5 hits. And deals more damage against powerless targets. That's cool. I think what I was noticing, though, it felt like in editing, I was noticing the fact that these abilities that I thought were going to apply with or synergize with beneficial contamination, like when you apply powerless. Oh, interestingly, Clair Enfeeble, of course, it deals light damage and applies powerless, and then Obscure deals dark damage and does more damage against powerless targets. So those 2 go hand in hand. We've seen that a couple times. I like that. These synergistic abilities from 2 versions of the same enemy, or the light and dark version, yin and yang versions from of attacks from enemies. Anyway, I got a little sidetracked, but I was thinking about this like Lancelier Impale that I tried last time, and it seemed like slowing the target didn't actually count toward beneficial contamination. That apparently is not... Slow is not a status effect. Is that true? If I go to my Expedition Basics here, do I have a thing for status effects in particular? There's Expedition status, but that's not what I want. Status effects. My literal brain is so pleased right now because they are correct on this. Slow does not count as a status effect. What does it count as? A buff or a debuff? Got it. So they're being... The game is doing what it says it's going to do, and it's up to me to read the directions and understand what's a status effect. Okay. Now, what I am also going to check here is, what did I do with Verso? Did I really give him such a debuff to his Pictos? So I took away... I did a couple things, actually. Let's look at his Pictos here. So what did he have before? I think he had Confident, except that buffs your... Or it reduces the damage taken. But I did deactivate Confident, so he doesn't have that anymore, but that's just a damage reduction thing. Does he still have... He does have Inverted Affinity. So he's got Inverted Affinity. He's got... Why did I... I must have changed something here that really changed his damage, and I'm not totally sure what it was. This is why I wish the game had presets or loadouts that I could switch between, because then I would at least have, you know, a bookmark of what I had done previously with a character. Well, I mean, him being at 131 health is really good for us with Berserk Slash, so we'll leave him there. I'm not going to heal the party. We'll try to get Minoko some healing here at the next battle. But we've got two enemies, Clair and Obscur. What in the heck? What does it mean? And now here we are at the Tainted Ancient Sanctuary. Expedition Flag 60. Wow. I don't want to rest, actually. I don't want to rest here. I like the fact that Verso is at such low health. Minoko also has an ability that synergizes with low health, doesn't he? We could try to swap that in, but... Oh, that's what I was going to do. What was Minoko's weapon here again? What does it do? Oh, free aim shots spin the bestial wheel to a random value. It's a random value. It would probably be a little bit too OP if you could actually count on it going to a preset value. If it were going to actually just increment it by one.
Good stuff.
That might be a little bit too OP because it'd be like, I know exactly how many free aims it takes for me to get to Almighty Mask every single time. That'd probably be a little too good, right? Okay, it looks like there's only one path forward here, unless I'm missing something. But I think it looks like... Oh, is this the what was that enemy in the cave that was trying to... It was the sapling. The big old sapling head. That's what we got here, isn't it? Also kind of looks like an Albinorg from Elden Ring. So yeah, there you go. Albinorgs at every turn. That is not a path. Okay, I think there's only one way to go. Tainted Sanctuary. Whole lot of golden gestural legs. They've done gold-plated gestural legging here. But of course, this is all inside the monolith. This is all part of the paintress's imagination. Question mark? Tainted Sakapatats. I guess we should see what's going on with you all. One taste of action against the Tainted Sakapatat versions here. So we know, I think we know now from experience that we can free aim off the cannons, but it does take more than one shot. Well, it's definitely gonna take more than one shot if you miss. So the shoulder weakens, and now the mark has been applied as well. And it weakens again. Do we just keep going? Shoulder weakens. This how good is this for me to completely shoot off your shoulder? You're also moving faster now, and you're a little bit harder to hit when you do that. Do you know that? Man, how many shots does this take? I don't remember it being this many. So it's like 5 shots to break your arm off. And did that really get me anything? By the way, we reapplied mark, but of course that's totally fine. Oh, and CL also has stay marked, right? Because so there's a 50% chance that the mark is just going to stay on there. All right, we'll do Twilight Slash. And now Verso, there's a mark already on this guy, but we don't really need... What do I want to do? If I do marking shot, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do a free aim against you and try to hit your arm, because you have the same thing going on, and we need to take off some of your shields. So, okay, I can aim for the arm with this guy as well. It's probably better to wait for him to stand still. We'll do one more here. Now that, okay, yeah, with you it only took 3 shots. Why was this guy's arm so much sturdier? I think we'll just do a marking shot, though, on you. Hopefully to finish you off. Oh, but then the crash into the explosion, right? Okay.
Challenge.
Sound cues. Listen to those sound cues. Almighty Mask. Okay. Almighty Mask is good, and we get a... oh, that's right. You guys are made of electricity, so you're resistant to lightning damage. You're not made of electricity, but you don't... They're resistant... Of course, they're not made of electricity. but they're like well grounded. They are made of wood, and they're lightning rods. It goes right through them. They don't care. That also moved my. I gotta remember. Free aims, you might get a mark, but you also might move Minoko's wheel. I think it turns out to be okay because I kind of wanted to do a Jar Lamp Storm anyway, so it all works out in the end, but I gotta be aware. Minoko's wheel moves.
Your turn to dance.
All right, shield slam. Ooh, that was... Wow! Now, Minoko was close to dead, so I shouldn't be too surprised there, but CL getting one shot over here with her double damage that she takes. Let's get Minoko back in action, right?
Sweet taste of battle.
And then we don't want the guy to counterattack us, do we? But we also could kill him off. So the question is, who's going to be more likely to do that? Probably CL.
Once more now, with vigor.
The question is, what are they weak to? I don't remember exactly. If I just free aim, is he going to counterattack? I don't think so, right? I think I can get away. Oh, that applied to burn, so that was our beneficial contamination. But I was trying to get a mark. I wanted to see if I can get a mark. There we go. Now I can do... Sealed Fate? Let's do Sealed Fate. I don't think they're particularly weak to ice damage. Missed the quick time event. It does kill him, though. And we might as well dodge because it's the end of the battle. There we go. Ooh, is that a weapon level up, I think, for Mael? I think we got one of her weapons up to level 15. From 5 to 15, nice. Sakaram. What does that one do again? Because Mael has so many weapons. Sekarum. No, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. Do I have these sorted alphabetically? Was it not a weapon for CL? Hello? Am I... I must be... Dude, what weapon actually just leveled? I could have sworn it was a... that it was a Sakapatat weapon. That it started with Saka. Am I crazy? Did I misread that? These are sorted alphabetically, right? Or these are sorted recently obtained. So, but they also are alphabetical. Okay, hold on, I'm confused here. Saka. This one here. Is it not for CL? It's for Verso. That's why I'm being a dingus. Okay, so this is the one that can't lose perfection. No damage increase from rank. 50% increased base attack damage. Nah. It's a level 15 now, which is cool, but yeah, I'm not super impressed by that ability. All right. Okay, moving forward here. Moving forward. There is something over here? No, there is not. Looking for side paths, because I know that I missed at least one side path. Maybe a couple when we were in the original Ancient Sanctuary. So trying to be on the lookout for those.
Well, that will help.
Can I get down here? No. What in the world? Is that a new type of Sakapatat? What am I looking at here? I think we've probably faced off against this guy before. I think it's one of the Ranger Sakapatats, but they look so different with this tainted texture that they have. Yeah, okay, we have faced this guy. Although it does look like he has a different... He's got the big cannon shield, but... Oh, and that's right, he's toting around a Gestrel in the other hand. I guess we'll have to deal with this guy. Let's take him on. Let's take you out. Get it done. These enemies are starting... Oh, it is a boss. It's actually a boss. That worked out. Nice. Okay, so the ultimate Sakapatat is making a return. There is a new Gestrel leg as well. Although it's a... No, it is a Gestural leg in this case. I don't know. Are Sagapatats counted as Nevrons or Gestrals or what? They're Sagapatats. In any case, you have lovely feet. And Minoko is excited. So let's take care of the ads first. Be responsible gamers here. Focus on the ads. Right? This is what you do. You damage catapults first. So that breaks the catapult. That's cool. Okay. Let's go ahead then and do Twilight Slash. Or we could just do Sealed Fate.
Your fate is sealed.
Almost killed him. Almost got there. Balanced Wheel from Minoko. So we could just go straight to Galt Fury. But we could also just kill this guy off with some mark shots probably. And it would move our wheel, but that should be okay. We get a rewarding mark right off the bat. Oh, I forgot. You have a lightning weapon, so you're not going to be able to kill this guy with your free aims. Well, not easily, at least. Maybe you still can, but it's going to take a couple shots. That sound effect, was that correct? That felt a little janky. All right, I like that we can get the extra AP from parrying the crashing into the expedition. That part's cool. Let me go ahead and break... Like, even though it does less damage with your free aims, we should still be able to break the catapult, assuming my free aims are accurate. There we go. And we do get a burning shot on you as well. And now Minoko's on heavy mass, but he can't do Jar Lampstorm, so maybe I will just go ahead and do a Bachelier Fortify. Yeah, let's do that.
I've lived through worse.
Now Verso gets a turn, and we'll do at least a couple free aims here, question mark? Or do I just jump straight to... We'll do some free aims. And there's our mark, okay. And so now we do Berserk Slash. It's so nice seeing those damage cap Berserk Slashes. Too early. Shit. Oh, I thought that was a jump attack. I totally thought that was going to be a jump attack. Well, that didn't work out. CL, come back! Come back, CL! No! The whole party's marked, but I don't think that matters because we're basically getting one shot anyways. Verso's turn here. Do we want to heal anybody? We're getting one shot. What am I thinking? There's no reason to heal. The only thing... Oh, that's right. You have a weak spot. I forgot you have a weak spot. Can I hit that through the shield? The shield is in the way, isn't it? How do I hit your weak spot? He needs to have, like, the shield extended or something. I don't think I can hit it from here. So I'll just do a Berserk Slash. Okay. Takes the fight seriously and raises its shield. And now it slams its shield. And that was... Okay, now it fires its cannon. Bro, for real? I didn't parry any of those? I know I missed a couple. Or at least the first one. I thought I would have... I thought I would have done better, though, on that... on those last set of shots. No, really? Shit! I'm completely missing these parries. There we go. That's what I was hoping for the first time. My goodness. Lune is burning, though. That's no good. I don't even know if our reserve party is going to get it done here. Wow. We walked into it here against this guy. There we go. Okay, now I'm seeing that shield slam. Seeing that shield slam a little bit better. And I'm seeing that cannon blast. The problem is we're doing counters that do jack shit for damage. My goodness. But we have AP, so that's good. Do I jump straight to Pyrolyse? Or Revenge? High fire damage, one hit, or Pyrolyse. I kind of want to do Pyrolyse because we have so much AP to spend, and it will get us a beneficial contamination proc. We don't want to do Gustav's Homage. It's resistant to lightning, but it fire all the way is what we got to do here. Fire, 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 fire. I'm going to jump straight to Pyrolyse because Mael might be dead again here in a minute.
Witness the flame.
It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does stack up a whole bunch of burn, which is good.
Let's dance.
It attacks with its dead partner. That one, I feel like I'm much better at seeing that coming. Okay, for some reason that one felt like it looked a little different because he didn't put the shield on the ground that time. Did he do that before? Where he put the shield all the way on the ground? That's kind of what I was expecting him to do. We have one gradient charge, but that only does tremor, which is not that good here. Can we break with Lune? We don't have any break abilities with Lune. Ooh, and that's right, she has lightning dance. She's a lightning caster, which is not what we want against this enemy. So, ooh, yeah, that's no good, actually. So I guess we just keep... I guess we do Immolation here, or maybe Ice Lance to slow the enemy. Let's do a little bit of slow. I probably should have done some... I forgot. It's not a status effect. Slow is not a status effect that gets you your beneficial contamination. It's a debuff. We're in defensive stance for Mael. We could go Virtuose Strike. Which would put us in Virtuose stance, and that would enable a much better Pyrolyse. Or a much better Combustion. We want to take advantage of the fact that we're in defensive stance if we can. But we don't really... None of our abilities actually do that, do they? So we don't really care about defensive stance then. I guess we want to use... Maybe we save our gradient charges. I'm just a little worried about both of our party dying. Oh, we have this Phoenix Flame. So if Lune dies and we save up for 2 gradient charges, we could bring her back with Phoenix Flame, but that could be a little dicey. We're not getting... These two are not getting one shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take... I don't know. I feel like we should keep on the... Oh, I need to break the enemy. What am I thinking? I need to break. Revenge is clearly the pick here. Duh. Revenge is clearly the pick. I'm just going to try to get a beneficial contamination proc before I do that. There we go. Revenge is how we do this because that breaks the enemy. I'm overthinking this. Derp to derp. And now the weak spot is exposed. That's how this works. Oh, that's right. Lune does have burn, so she kind of needs to heal. Let's do this. Let's try to break your arm off with 3 aims. Even though we're doing lightning damage, that shouldn't matter in terms of just breaking your arm. There we go. The arm is broken. Good. So that's taken care of, and now I'd like to get a mark if I could. Did we already get our beneficial contamination? Okay, there's a mark. So mark is set. I don't have double mark on either of... I didn't adjust the pick dose for my reserve party. But what I can do is I can use a healing item. Because Lune might die from just burn if we don't do that. Okay, full power. So that was like a wind-up, power-up stage. Wait a second. Oh, I have confident on Lune. I'm a dingus. Lune cannot be healed. Wow, I totally did that wrong. Mael's stanceless now, by the way. Oh, it's because I was in defensive stance. I'm doing this all wrong, man. This is not good. Well, Mael needs to heal herself. That's apparently what's going to happen.
Careful, Mael.
Good thing she did. Damn it. No! Oh my god, the ultimate Sakapatat got us. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Let's not retry. I want to do some retooling. Hopefully it takes us right back to where we were before the battle. I kind of wasn't expecting us to jump into a boss battle, but this is fine. I want us to... we will get the win here. Okay, it takes us to this item. Good. So we're right where I thought we would be. So then we kind of need... We kind of need a little bit of retooling, I think. I think we need to at least use a chroma elixir here. Let's do that. And then in terms of... I mean, we don't need to retool that much. We just need to be... honestly, most of these battles just come down to... we should have maybe just gone for a retry. But we got the little heal there from the chroma elixir, so we can at least have that going in. But... oh, I was going to retool Lune's setup a little bit because she's so lightning focused. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty decent about that one. We could also switch Minoko's weapon so he's not doing lightning damage, but it's okay. Okay. We've already gotten our beneficial contamination proc there, so let's go with Twilight Slash.
A bit of violence, yes.
And then we can break... do I want to just stay on Heavy Mask here? And go straight with Jarred Lampstorm? Maybe I'll do that, actually. It's physical damage, which is fine for them. Let's just jump straight to a Jar Lampstorm. We don't get a beneficial contamination proc necessarily, but this is a bunch of damage to the entire group. So it's still good. Do it while you're on Heavy Mask. Cool. All right, so now Verso can take out the catapult. In fact, you're just going to kill off the catapult.
Your turn to shine.
So, good. I was late. Fuck. I was late. I don't know why I hesitated there, but so I did. Hesitate, I did. No, I'm not getting my procs that I wanted to. Let's go Berserk Slash.
I've got this.
But maybe I shouldn't be doing Berserk Slash. Maybe I should be doing Marking Shot. No, that was too early. Dang it. Dang it. I am not doing well here. Let's get, actually, I think CL is faster. So CL is the one... Disaster Expedition. Verso's free aim jump shot counter there does much better. Let's get Minoko back. We can do some free aims first, though, right? There we go.
Not your number yet.
There we go. Now we're talking. And it actually stayed marked. It actually stayed marked, huh? Okay, so it raised its shield. But again, that is when we don't want to attack, right? Or if we do it with a free aim. How do we handle this? Because it's going to counter us if we... Maybe we just accept the fact that it's going to counter and we try to parry the counter. I forgot that the free aims are going to take off the marks. He's not close to breaking. So I guess we just go with a blitz. Verso plays immediately. So he didn't... So the enemy did not counter there. Is that because we did a blitz and Verso plays immediately? He's actually very close to breaking, isn't he? How much is perfect break? 5, because we're on B. So I can do 2 more free aims. And we do get breaking... I do still have breaking shots on Verso, so we're getting more break damage from our shots than we might otherwise. This is worth trying, I think.
Great.
Nice, it works.
Is it violence, yes?
Excellent. So now the shoulder is exposed. It's exposed. We'll go ahead and we'll take, well, CL's gonna get a turn here. And we're on Agile Mask. So we could do a Chapelier Slash and reapply Mark. Let's do that. And then CL can take care of breaking the shield. I keep missing those quick time events. Those come so quickly. I need to be a little more attentive there. Oh, and we already have grading attacks online. I keep forgetting about how factoring in grading attacks. 10 hits of dark damage. But it does do a sun charge and puts her into Twilight, which maybe is okay. Maybe I should be more, maybe I should be less averse about going. I just want to stack moon charges with this weapon. That's what I want to do. Does she have a moon attack? Yeah, Doom. If you have 2 grading charges. Okay. Let's try to break the arm. Boom. That does a lot of damage as well. And Mark stayed on there. Okay, cool. So now we can go ahead and just do either Phantom Blade or Dark Wave. I want to do Dark Wave, I think. Spend as much AP as possible and get rewarding Mark.
Death's a friend.
To proc. Oh, we already got rewarding Mark to proc. Okay, that was still good. Okay, so he's charging up. And he launches weird electrical things.
Oh, well.
Nice. Minoko's the one countering, so resistant to lightning damage, but it is what it is. Do we go with a Jar Lamp Storm while we're on heavy? I think so. We've seen just how much damage this does. This might even kill the guy. Or not really. It's still good. It's still good. And now, now we are on S with Verso. We could even do a gradient attack, right? Why don't we do, can we do follow-up in between, or do a gradient attack in between our follow-up? So let's say we do a whole bunch of burning shots here, or just free aim shots. And so then we would go to do follow-up, but before we do that, we apply Mark using Sabotage. Does that work the way I think it does? I think it actually counts as a turn because we get energizing turn there. So I could have actually spent all my AP. Now the thing is, I don't know if it would get the bonus damage from follow-up. I can afford to do more free aims, but I also kind of want to just use, let's do 1 free aim because we have 1 mark to consume, but it reapplied the mark. Or it kept the mark? No, it reapplied the mark. That's what it did. Okay. Verso's free aims are good enough with Mark on there. It's really fun learning these synergies and trying to get a correct, optimal flow of AP generation during a battle. So I like getting that optimal ordering. All right, cool. Second time was the charm, and the ultimate Sagapatat's foot has been collected, and we also learned a bunch of Luminas. So things are good here. Let's check this new skill for Minoko. Sagapatat Fire. Extreme fire damage to all enemies, 9 AP, applies 3 burn per hit. Imagine you put on double burn, and now it does 6 burn per hit. Oh, okay, and it synergizes with Almighty Mask. That sounds really fun. What mask was it? It synergizes with Almighty Mask. It's an Almighty Mask. What one? We had an ability that puts us in Almighty Mask, doesn't it? Benisur Mortar. Change to Almighty Mask if target is marked. The question, the thing is that this costs 5, and then the Sagapatat Fire costs 9. So expecting to come back to Minoko, he would have to generate some AP in the meantime, which he could with like parries, or, you know, we've got Energizing Turn now. So it could be possible. It could be a thing. Right, and there was a, I noticed that we had a paint cage that was in that the boss fight. I don't know exactly. Oh, there it is. Or it was, I guess that's the paint lock. The paint lock is what we saw up here during the boss fight. And that is going over. Here is actually where the paint cage is. So I don't think I can climb up this way. No handholds. So we need to find a way around. And we also need to find the last paint lock. So maybe those, maybe that is around here. There's some chroma.
Perfect.
Always love us some chroma. The paint locks can be hiding anywhere. So be ready to find them in unexpected places. I do feel like I hear some a sound coming from over in this direction, just a very faint sound. Maybe it's a paint lock, maybe it's not. But also, if it is, how do I get there? It is kind of interesting, though, that the boss, the ultimate Sakapatad, had a gestural leg. Did we have that with the Avec? Did the Avec have the same thing when we went through the Tainted Meadows? I've already forgotten. I want to say it didn't, but I guess this is kind of a way for, like, presumably if somehow well, you wouldn't be able to. Minoko, you have to wait until Minoko Station before you can start collecting Nevron legs. I'm confused as to how I'm getting to this paint cage, by the way. Maybe we just need to go forward. But if you were waiting until... You have to wait until Minoko Station to start collecting Nevron legs. And so you would not be able to go back and fight the bosses that you had faced previously. Oh, there's an item back here.
Well, that will help.
Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. So I was thinking at first, like, this is a way... Facing these bosses again here in the Tainted Sanctuary is a way for you to collect those Nevron legs that you missed the first time, but some of them you just never had the opportunity to collect at all. Okay, admittedly, I'm feeling like there's a path that I've missed to get the paint cage, but maybe it's part of the path moving forward. And there is another. This one I think is actually a Clair. The lighter ones are Clair, right? This must be the paint cage. This has got to be it over here, right? And in fact, there is a paint spike there that I see as well. The enemy has seen us. No. No. Where's the last paint lock here? We might have to deal with this guy one way or the other. Ah, it's behind the paint spike. They threw us a curveball. We've never seen it before where the, let me see if I can get this without getting into battle with you. I had a feeling it was a new Pictos. Random defense. 34 crit rate, my god. Damage taken is randomly multiplied by a value. Is this another roulette? Random, oh, it's defense. So it's sort of a random roulette. Damage taken is randomly multiplied by a value between 50 and 200%. So this is actually strictly bad. Because you are on average doing what you did with roulette, in my mind, which is buff your damage by 125%. This is buffing your damage taken by 125%. Assuming it's a uniform distribution. We actually don't know the distribution, but it's because it's a value between 50 and 200. It's not quite the same as roulette, which was either 50 or 200. So, but if it's a uniform distribution, it works out to 125. I'm not sure I'm going to be equipping that to anybody, but it does have 34% crit rate. So, yo, if you need to buff the crit rate on somebody, there you go. Oh, this was the path forward, right? And we have another. Do we need to heal the party? Should be fine. But then again, we've got a whole bunch of chrome elixirs. so we might as well. We're gonna have a flag soon after this anyways, right? Right. They're gonna give us another flag soon. Clair Obscur. Don't know how good it is, how much good it's doing me to break the catapults, but I like doing it. Let's do Dark Wave.
Death is a friend.
Watch out.
That's nice. Okay. Dude, this guy starts tweaking out so bad when you've done some damage to him. Oh my god. Sit still, homie. Stop it. Stop it, man. You're freaking me out here. You're freaking me out, man. I can't take it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Blitz. Because then you get to play a second turn.
See ya. Incoming.
Too early. Shit. Too fucking early. Okay, so we're back to C though, which is good for our Berserk Slash, which is very weak though. Berserk Slash has become not so good, so I think I'm actually not gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna do Marking Shot. Because that procs my Beneficial Contamination. So then with Minoko, we have Caster Mask, and we could jump. We could do Banister Mortar, because that synergizes with Mark. Let's do it. And does pretty good damage. Cool. All right, Clair attacks. It's the super long wind-up attack that's actually relatively easy to counter. Because it's such a long wind-up, and I can see, okay, this one sword lights up, two swords light up. Go. Easy peasy. We can do a harvest here. One free aim and then a harvest. Get a little bit of a heal.
I'll use your life.
And then Minoko is on Almighty Wheel. So we go with Chapelier Slash. Do as much damage as possible. Spend as much AP as possible. I keep missing the quick time events on that one though. Gotta work on that. I love it when it gets to this guitar intense, almost like a I don't know, it's not a funeral march. It gets me revved up, man. I love it. Okay, another Clair bites the dust. What the heck is going on with these guys, though? I'm just so curious to know. Enemies named after the game. I must know what the deal is. All right, give me a flag. We will rest here. Get those elixirs and everything back up. And now it looks like we are back in... We're back in Columnar Jointing Land. What was the name of this zone? Rest in peace, Gustav. That's the first thing oh, the stupid Lampmaster gig is going on. Are we facing off? Lampmaster rematch coming up? Wouldn't surprise me.
Great.
What was the name of this place? I cannot remember right now. I just know it was the zone where I missed so many things. Had to come back so many times, and there was a big Ferris wheel, or was it a water wheel? There was a big wheel, one way or the other. Dude, look at this visual, though. Look at this. The jointing has, it's almost like a wave. It's been so bent and distorted. It looks like a tsunami wave. Aha, I was wondering when we were going to get another one of these. Is that Verso? Is that Verso or is it Renoir? I am starting to wonder. And is this the Paintress on the left? I am starting to get the suspicion because we approached the Paintress and we had what, you know, I thought was going to be the there's our wheel in the background, by the way. But I was thinking, is this really going to be the final battle against the Paintress? And then we couldn't do shit against her. And then all of a sudden we had who I'm calling Verso's mom. And I got this idea. I was like, is this who the Paintress is? Is Verso's mom somehow the Paintress? Because his family supposedly is immortal. Renoir, Verso, Alicia, these are all immortal, and it's because of the
Who
Paintress.
is she fighting? Her husband?
See? And if that was Renoir, that was perfectly timed. I did not plan that out. But that was so fortunate that my characters gave me that supporting dialogue there to back up my theory, my wild harebrained theory, which actually doesn't feel that wild or harebrained. And it feels like the Paintress might be Verso's mom. We also saw in one of the earlier, they're not cutscenes, but the little, what do we call them? Appearances of the Paintress. One of the earlier ones that happened right before we got to the Tainted Waters, we saw 3 figures. We saw 3 children, actually, and presumably it was the Paintress's children, a boy and 2 girls. And as I rewatched that in my footage, I thought to myself, huh, could that be Verso? And could it be Alicia on the far left? And could it be Mael in the middle? Is Mael actually a part of this family? And is she the daughter of the Paintress? Don't tell me, of course. Don't tell me, of course. But these are the thoughts that I'm having. Okay, let's deal with some cultists that we've dealt with many times before. Deal with some cultists. No big deal, hopefully. Hopefully, no big dealio dealing with you guys. They are weak to dark damage. I couldn't remember exactly how they felt about dark damage. That's good. I'm just going to go straight to a marking shot here, actually. I'm just going to go with marking shot. And we'll set up Minoko here. He's on Agile Wheel, and so he'll just go straight with a Chapelier Slash. And I'll see if I can actually get the correct timing on the quick time events here. There we go. That's how it's done.
Watch out.
Missed that first parry, unfortunately, but all good. Because you're about to be dead. You are about to be out of here. Sealed Fate, go. Energizing Pain gets a level up. Okay. Level 15 now, from level 8. I don't know what the stats were before when it was level 8, but now it is... That's a lot of health and defense. All right. Our characters might need it. Our characters are feeling a little bit squishy right now, and maybe I need to invest a little bit more in their vitality or defense naturally. We also just get so much from these high-level Pictos. So if you're willing to live with the downside that comes along with whatever Lumina is on that Pictos. It may be a downside, it may not be a downside. All right, these are all flying enemies. Let's see if we just rapid fire these guys down. Not quite. But it's gonna have to be good enough. I guess I gave shields, because if you hit their little orbs, it gives shields to the other enemies, right? It does a whole bunch of damage to them, but it knocks out their ability to I'm just gonna use an AP tint. Do I do that? Nah. I'm not even gonna use an AP tint.
Let's carve a path.
Because sometimes the attacks actually land. But yeah, if you hit, we actually don't want to hit their orbs in this case. Because then that makes our job that much harder against the other guys. Okay. Alright, no big deal. Get you all out here. And that's a level up, another level up for a weapon. And a couple of a level up for the entire party, no less. Let's go. Chation gets an up. Oh, that's the one that I liked before, wasn't it? That's the one that I was liking previously. I did enjoy this one a lot. Sun skills always applying. We actually spent a lot of time with that weapon. Huh. It might be a fun one to go back to. It does about the same amount of damage as Blizzon. We're gonna stick with Blizzon for now because I am liking this one too.
Nice.
Oh, and there is a loot goblin. There is a Pitonk nearby that we need to find. Is this a side path or the main path? Oh, there's actually, oh my god, we can go over there. Are we able to go in the lighthouse? Oh, okay, I actually need to find out if that's true or not. We're going this way because I immediately am interested. I was like, oh, those are cool, you know, more cool portraits, blank portrait frames that are across the water. And then I realized there's grappling hook spots on them. There are grappling hook spots to get out here. So what do we have over here? Can I actually go in here? No. So what is over here? An item.
Good stuff.
A Rico. All right, cool. And one of our poor previous expedition members skewered in the butt. This guy was not having a good day. Didn't go well for this guy. I don't think we want to find the expedition journal for our poor friend there. So where was the Pitonk? Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm like blind as a bat. It's right here. Okay, we need to go around this way. So we can get you to go this way? Question mark? Yes. Good, 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 good. No, it's gonna be one of these. You're gonna be difficult like this, aren't you? So I've got to like run you all the way around the circle or something? Is that the way this is gonna work? So I guess I just want to keep going the same direction. And eventually you'll line up where you need to. This is kind of silly, but okay. Fine. If this is how it works. We do what we must. Although now it looks like you're in the exact same spot. So do I actually need to go around? Or you're in that spot, and now I come from this side? Miles getting a workout here. Is this how this works? Got it. Now, is there any way I can save here? Because we might not get the Pitonk first try. And I would like to keep you there. Let me go pick up an item and get a save point. Assuming the Pitonk stays put. I don't think the Pitonks go roaming around. So we pick up this chroma.
Interesting.
And that should give us a save point. Just in case we screw things up against Mr. Pitonk here. Save us a little bit of Pitonk wrangling. Seriously? How did that not hit? Come on. Man, Ciel gets marks all the time, doesn't she? She is good at that. Let's go with Twilight Slash for now.
I see.
Build up her damage a little bit. And Almighty Mask, which lets us go straight to Chapelier Slash. What are the little green flashes that are happening around the Pitonk? Do I need to take a free aim at those? I think I might need to, but I'm gonna do it with Verso. I'm gonna do a Chapelier Slash. Although we might be dealing a lot less damage if I don't deal with that whatever green orb that's... It's like a set of orbs that keeps appearing around the Patonk. Oh yeah, we're doing nothing. We're doing nothing to you. Why did I do that first instead of going after this thing? That's the game here. It's a free aim game. Maybe we don't even destroy... Maybe this is the whole way we deal damage to this guy. We don't even do skills or anything. Oh, it's gonna start moving faster, isn't it? Shit. Oh, I missed. Is this the only way we deal damage to you? If so, that's kind of lame, but I guess we live with it. I'm just a little bit worried how fast this thing's gonna start moving. Okay, all right, and now we do an attack.
Oh, really?
Ranged combo.
Take your shot.
Sue,
Take your shot.
your turn to shine.
Those ones are so easy to see. Yeah, we're just not dealing any damage to it directly, so all the damage needs to go to free aims. All the damage goes to free aims. I'm not gonna try to hit the... I'm gonna wait till it moves. The hitbox is pretty forgiving. And you're not under a super rush. So this is actually pretty doable. This is actually fine. We have even more... we got more AP because we, I guess, got a rewarding mark. I'm gonna wait. And we're getting some stay marks here as well. So that's all good. I think we should be able to get this. Although we might need to give our character some AP. I don't know. Instead of attacking at the end, I probably need to give AP. Give AP to the next person. Pass on the love. But this is how we do this, Patonk. This is how we do it. No big deal. Not that much health. And we get 5 Resplendence, 5 Colors of Lumina, and another recoat. We have so many recoats that we're never going to use. I will use them eventually. At some point here, my perfectionism is going to want to optimally retool my character's stats to fit whatever weapon that they're going to use. I'm just still a little bit undecided on, you know, it's a big decision settling down, and I want to make sure I settle down with the right weapon.
Nice.
Got to be sure. Okay, I think we've done the side paths. So now we also already collected the chroma that was right here. I do see the rope to the left, but there's also a path over here. And that is the Obscur. So that's the path forward. So let's go to the other side path. Way down. So far down, it's not even like properly rendering right away as we're going down. Oh boy. Oh god, you've got to be kidding me. Really? This is what we're doing now? The mimes get a Clair and an Obscur. This is the Clair Obscur mime. Okay. Can't see in the corner over there. Are we ready for this, guys? I don't know if we are. I'm gonna do a chroma elixir though. And one way or the other. Where was? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed RT instead of RB. Oops. That's not how you do a first strike. All right, mime's gonna protect itself, but that's fine. The Clair and Obscur are very slow, I guess, because we're still gonna be Man, that is so many shields. Holy crap. We're gonna take out the ads first, though. Ads, focus. Get a mark. And now we can do Dark Wave. Oh, but I forgot. I'm such a dingus. The nullification. Dark damage completely nullified. No, what is wrong with me? That should not work, though, for Chapelier Slash because it's high physical damage. So this one should work fine. And we get to get rewarding mark by hitting the Obscur. And I'm starting to get those quick time events now. Okay, that's the damage that I was hoping for the first time around. We even applied mark as well. Let's go. Oh, but that's what the skill does, of course. So we get the beneficial contamination and the rewarding mark in one go. That's why I equipped. That's why I gave him that ability. Awesome. So do we just jump straight to? I mean, I could do the same thing with Verso. Do the same thing. The Mime is going to get a turn, and then each of the Clair and Obscur are going to get a turn. So who do I want to focus on here? This one is lower health. Let's go with you. There's our beneficial contamination. We'll go with Berserk Slash, but I know that it's not hitting as strongly as it has before for some reason. And I haven't figured out what change I made that mucked things up. Nice.
Watch out.
Oh, Clair protects its allies? What did that do? Clair performs a silencing combo. Shit. God damn it. Obscur performs an exhausting combo. And our party's dead. Oh my god. What? Okay, we finally saw a new move from Clair. And it did not go as well as the big, long, easy to combo wind-up attack. Let's send in the reserve team, because we need to learn at the very least. That did not go well. Offensive switch does void damage. And I don't know if that's good against any of you or not. Okay, so I want to get rewarding mark. But I also want to get beneficial contamination. How do we want to do this? Stanceless right now. Let's just do some free aims against you to take your shields off. We do get, there's our beneficial contamination, and we switched, oh, because we removed a shield, we switch into Virtuose stance. Okay. 8 AP, we could do Gustav's homage, but we are already in Virtuose stance. High lightning damage, increased damage to mark targets, and it doesn't remove mark. Both the Mime and the Obscur are marked. Do we just go with it anyways? Even though we're already in Virtuose stance? Let's try it. Is it only one enemy? It's only one enemy. Okay, well then we want to focus on you. Hopefully you're not resistant to lightning damage. It absolutely destroyed you. Holy shit. Dang it. Missed the one parry there. All right, Claire's going to do a weakening strike. Too early. Okay, Mael's dead. Let's get Mael back.
Let the ink flow.
Sorry, Lune. I keep getting names messed up. Forever screwing up whose name is what. Gradient attack. Tremor. Removes all shields. That's not bad. But we also want to make sure that you are taken care of but I also might not have another chance to really take advantage of removing all the shields. So let's do Tremor. It generates a light stain. It hits all enemies, right? Yeah, so that's, yeah, this is good.
This ends now.
And it's also
Now
just
we
a good amount of damage. And that puts her at 9 AP. Lightning Dance does 6, even though we're not consuming all of the... We would not be consuming for extra damage, but Lightning Dance might still be the play because it's just fucking awesome. And we do want to finish off this Clair before it gets another chance to go. No beneficial contamination, but I think we just go straight to Lightning Dance and see if that finishes you off. Oh, so close. Dang it. Hand-to-hand combo. Okay, good. Starting to get some break damage there. Claire's gonna do another shield. I think that's giving everybody shields. It must be, right? And now you're gonna attack. This one is the long windup. So that one is so easy. Why can't you just do that every time? You are out of here. Okay. All right, so all the shields are back. 4 shields are back because of Clair. It's all because of Clair. And I don't have my shield removal abilities for Mael, so she's got to... But she does have 9 AP, so we just free aim them off. And of course, that puts her in Virtuose stance because of this awesome barrier breaker that she's got. And now we can use Revenge. Or we just go Spark. Revenge only does 1 hit. I could do Combustion to do 2 hits. Let's do that. It doesn't consume a lot of burn, but I want to get the multiple hits buff from Virtuose.
Flames, engulf my blade.
Yeah, that wasn't that strong. Maybe we should have just gone with... the ability that I was thinking of. We do Earth Rising here, I think, in order to consume that Lightning Stain and give us an Earth Stain. Let's do that.
I'll do
Now, Strange Combo. Dang it. Still don't quite have the timing on that one.
I'm ready.
All right, Mael's gonna have to... Doesn't have to, but I'm going to take a turn off here to do a revive. I want Lune around.
You behind.
If only the hand-to-hand combo happened every time. You are ready to break, though. Ready to break, and... dang it. Lune is ready to do a Lightning Dance, but she doesn't have the AP. So this turn, we just attack, right? We just attack. I could spend a little bit. I can try to get like a beneficial contamination here. Because we're going to earn AP back, right? We're going to get an AP from attacking, and then we're going to get 2 because of energizing turn the next time around. So I just need to make sure that she has 3 when she attacks.
The dance begins.
Mael loses her stance. But we do get to break, right, with Revenge. So let's see if we can get some burn. There we go. Just want to make sure we get critical burn active, and then we do Revenge. Cool.
Finesse and grace.
So now defensive stance for Mael. We have a Gradient attack online as well. So she could do Virtuose to put herself back in Virtuose stance. Virtuose strike, that is. And then, if she does that, she's going to get 2 AP. And she can do Pyrolyse, right? Because it's going to count as a turn, and she gets 2 more additional AP because of energizing turn. And the start of a turn. So let's do this. Let's put her in Virtuose. Didn't hit the quick time event perfectly, but still pretty good. And then we have a bunch to do Pyrolyse.
Witness the flames.
Awesome. And now Lune gets to do what she wants. What everybody wants to see, which is the most awesomest move in the world.
Lightning dance.
Why is this so fucking good? Holy crap, it's the best thing ever. Lightning Dance. Oh my goodness. I am in love with Lightning Dance. It's broken. It's just broken. And we get a new hairdo for Mael. Voluminous. Not my favorite hairstyle, but we'll go with it. Okay, so the backup team gets it done. The initial party got wiped out because I saw some new moves there for the first time. But otherwise, not too bad. We can still call that one a successful first try. Alrighty, let's head back up and take on this other group, this other Clair or Obscur. It's still tripping me out that the name of the enemy is the name of the game. When has that ever happened before? Never before has it happened. No, I'm sure it's happened before, but it's just like, why is it happening? Why this enemy in particular? Why you all in particular gotta be this way? I want to know. Okay, so how do we do this? Minoko once again is on Agile Mask, so he's gonna have his big old 7 damage, his old 7 damage thing. We want to take off shields. There's a beneficial contamination. We can do that with the Dark Wave, right? Just take off the shields with the Dark Wave. The only problem is there is an Obscur, which is not so it's actually very resistant to dark damage, so we don't want to do dark damage against you. So what do we do instead? I guess we focus fire. So we try to do, we just do Sealed Fate, I guess, against you. Obviously, Sealed Fate would do a lot more damage if we were actually consuming Foretell. That would be a pretty big deal, wouldn't it? I want to get rid of your shields, though. I want to get your shields out of here. And then I want to do... Let's do Marking Shot here on you.
Target marked.
Because now that sets up Minoko. We're doing Chapelier Slash. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. What I'm not getting wrong is the fact that this does a crap ton of damage.
Try me.
Nice, there we go. Oh, unfortunately, it did not kill the cultist. There's a, god damn it, that second. Okay, we got a bird that finished off. We finished off the cultist there. 17 health for Minoko. I'm just missing that. I thought I was ready for that weakening strike, but there's one. It's the 4th. There's 4 different little charge ups there. The 4th one is the actual attack. I jumped the gun again and tried to parry the 3rd. Am I reviving Mael? I don't think I am with Minoko. I think I am just using Jar Lampstorm. Did I say reviving Mael? I meant CL. As I continue to get our ladies' names mixed up all over the place. Now I need to do revive. And CL is fast enough to get a turn. I'm back. I love that. Let's go with a couple mark shots here. You are weak to ice, apparently, but you have a shit ton of health. Does it matter if I go after your crystal? No, we still have that chromatic hexture to go back to, and I just remembered how annoying that was, trying to figure out what was going on with your stupid crystal. Okay, let's do You're weak to ice damage, so let's do Harvest against you and heal up. But again, it doesn't really matter because I'm just getting one shot. So what does healing matter? So Hex just shields its allies as well, huh?
Eyes up.
Obscur applies Enrage to its allies. What the hell?
Bring it on.
Yo, what the hell was that? I have no idea what that was. I was a little bit distracted there because did the enemy actually refer? Did the enemy speak to us? Or was that CL saying something about the enemy? I'm gonna have to review my footage because for a second, I was a little stunned trying to think, did the enemy actually say Verso's name? That's probably not what happened, but I'm a little bit unsure. Okay, we could do a Mighty Strike if we want to. And it would put us in Almighty Mask, but we could also, we're already in Agile Mask. We're already in Agile Mask, and that's where we kind of want to do Chapelier Slash. We have 2 AP to spend. Let's take off some shields before we do that. So they're enraged. I don't remember what that does. If I'm being honest, I do not remember. But we do apply Mark to both of them. And is Verso ready to do a Berserk Slash now? I say ready. Like, I always wonder if he does more damage with Berserk Slash if the shields come off. But I don't know if that's how that works. We should probably get this Obscur out of here, honestly. If we can. Focus on you. But Berserk Slash is still not doing as much as I'd like.
Careful now.
X is going to do a 3-hit combo. Too early. Too early on all of those, my god. Boy. That's what Rage does. It's a status effect that it makes the character play twice in a row. We're getting this tutorial now for like the 5th time because every time it shows up, I end up dying to the enemy. And so the game thinks it's only showing it to us for the first time. Do your Enrage 2-hit combo this time. Which I'm much better at seeing. All right. It's going to be Caster Mask from Minoko. Caster Mask. I think but we can always re-roll that, right? We don't have to be Caster Mask. We can re-roll that. So I will go ahead and do... Let's see if we can get a mark on you. Getting a little unlucky. A little bit unlucky. I just want to get a mark and then do a revive.
Let's finish this.
Is Verso's max health only 1100? Is that true? Why does he have so little health? I thought that was only like a weird side effect of the in media res, but maybe... Is that still in effect? I think this time... Deals double damage if the target is stunned. Let's wait. Let's see if we can get 2 gradient charges here. I don't think I want to do Caster Mask, though, because it's either Brûler Bash or Venusaur Mortar. Oh, no, actually, Venusaur Mortar is good because we have Mark on the enemies already. So let's do that against this guy, because he is weak to ice damage, right? Shit, I missed the quick time event. But it does set us to Almighty Mask, so that's good. Extra shields its allies.
Maximum damage.
So both of you get shields, but I have AP to take them off, so that's fine. What gradient attack does Verso have again? Sabotage. Medium damage to all enemies and applies Mark. That's okay, we don't need to do that. We'll just do another Berserk Slash. See, now that's doing more damage. I feel like I might have screwed up something with Verso's HP. And so Berserk Slash is doing a different calculation than it was before with him. 2 gradient charges now, but I don't want to do Doom because, at least not against the Obscur. And the Hexja is almost dead, so we might as well just go ahead and do a Sealed Fate and finish you off. Or a Harvest, but I don't need the heal. So I'll just do Sealed Fate. Just to make sure you die. Okay, Obscur performs Exhausting combo. Oh, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. I think I understand the attack pattern. With Clair, the swords also light up, but they do so after a very long delay. And they both do it, like you have to have both swords light up, and then they attack. Clair does that. With Obscur, you just get one sword that lights up, and then the attack happens almost immediately. So that's the cue that I'm looking for now, is one sword lights up and then an attack. But there's a difference there with one part of that sequence where 2 swords light up and then they thrust attack together. So it's not always the same. All right, either way, we're finishing you off soon enough here. Let's even use a, no, we don't want to do, no, we don't do we don't do the, well, we can do Mighty Strike and see how that works. I was going to say we don't want to do Sanctuary because that doesn't help. That doesn't really help us. Mighty Strike is what we want to do, though. We can try it and see how that works out. The enemy was already basically dead, so I don't think we got the full exposure, the full demonstration of that gradient attack. But there we go. Okay, we're moving right along. Things are, I'm feeling a little, what did I do with Verso? His max health is 2240. But for some reason, when we rezzed him, when we revived him just now, his max health was still half of that. Why is that happening? What interaction is happening that's causing that? Because when I had inverted affinity, well, we have inverted affinity though. Do I have some Pictos here that is causing this? Usually I'm like, don't tell me anything. In this case, I'm open to understanding. If somebody has an explanation, why is Verso, like this thing with half health, in Media Res puts you, your max health is halved. Max health is halved. Oh. Max health is halved. That's what I've been missing. But here's the thing. Am I wrong? I get this now. Okay, so if your max health is halved no matter what, then yes, then Verso's max health goes to 1120. However, I could have sworn that we have seen an interaction where Verso's health pops back up, where his health goes back up to a maximum of 2240. Am I getting this wrong? Is it because we had Confident? Is that why I'm no longer getting this benefit? Is because I swapped out Confident? And this is, and that's what was causing this interaction before? I think that might be the case. Let's try this out. Let's swap back Energizing Turn, put that on the bench, and bring back in Confident. Because now I want to see if I was completely out to lunch. This also ups his crit rate, but I think this is what I had before on his Pictos. And his Berserk Slash seemed to be a lot stronger in that case. So let's see if that actually brings his Berserk Slash back up to where we had it before.
Oh, lovely.
We'll find out if that does the trick. We get another new Pictos. Weakness gain. +1 AP on hitting an enemy's weakness once per turn. Okay, that's another way to gain AP, but it is more situational. So I'm not going to immediately equip that. I'll look to level that up later on. Oh, there are grappling hook spots up here. Maybe that's the main path. Because, okay, I thought for a second there might be a path over to the right here, but nope, that is our main path. Is this a blimp? a dirigible. Would you like to fly in my beautiful dirigible? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Dirigible. I'm sure that's how that song goes. Ooh, flag. All right, cool. We will definitely rest because our party needs it. Our party needs it.
Ow, wow.
Minoko gets so overexcited. And now it looks like we are transitioning to the next stage, which is the tainted battlefield. That's maybe even what the checkpoint just said, and I didn't even read it. It's probably what it said. Tainted battlefield. Boom. It's like I'm understanding the pattern. I think I'm understanding. Okay, was there anywhere else to go? I don't think so. Just making sure, trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. But do I want to make any switches to my party at all? How are we looking on? Mael and Lune are still both getting plenty of not AP, but XP as we're going along. I think I'll leave the party the way it is. We at least want to test out this new setup for Verso and see if it works the way that I think it does. These are all enemies we've faced before, so there shouldn't be any new legs to collect. But these are not weak spots, right? I keep thinking this is a weak spot here, shooting its mask like this, but that's not how that works. CL is not getting super lucky with her shots package.
I saw your future.
Well, I take that back. I take that back. I think it's just the RNG gods bob and weave. We were getting lucky earlier in the episode, and now we're getting less lucky. So it's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. See, Verso got it the first try. It's just RNG. Okay, let's see if this Berserk Slash now actually behaves the way it did before.
Got this.
No? No? Was it? What is going on? Like, something's different. Something's different, and I don't know what it was. Or what it is. I do not know. I think I'm just jumping straight to Lampstorm here. Maybe I do a little bit of free aim first. Just see if we can get a mark. Oh, but then I keep forgetting. This is why I've not been free aiming with Minoko's, because that moves where the caster wheel is. Dang it. So now I guess I do mortar. All right, we'll do mortar instead. That was unfortunate. Unfortunate, because I wanted to do a Jar Lampstorm and hit everybody, but that's okay. All right, Troubadour applies shell to its allies. Sure, knock yourself out. Impaling combo. No. No, too early. Oh my god, I missed every single one of those. Shit.
Eyes up.
Relentless combo. That one was not so relentless, but it did take off a couple of my shields. So, okay, let's see if we can... I think I'm going to res Minoko, but I'm going to try... Oh, I already did the beneficial contamination, so let's do a res.
Don't worry, I'm here.
And Verso is ready to do a... Well, he can do a blitz and probably finish you off. So let's just do that.
Let's go fast. You're outmatched.
And then we get a second turn. I guess we'll go for the Troubadour because you don't have shell. And then Berserk Slash. Yeah, see, I could have sworn we had a synergy here with Inverted Affinity and Media Res and Berserk Slash, because we were cutting Verso's health in half, and so I thought that was a boost to Berserk Slash. Has this not been working the whole time the way that I thought it? Because it actually reduces max health? Am I the biggest dingus ever? It's just that I can see here that it's 1120 of 1120. So I can see that, like, theoretically his max health is only at 1120 here. But I could have sworn that at some point, either in getting our shields knocked off or in getting healed or something happening, taking damage, that eventually the max health would go back up to 2240. And so it wasn't really cutting our health in half. But maybe I've been tripping. Maybe I've just been so completely mistaken this entire goddamn time and know absolutely nothing of what I'm talking about. Maybe I know nothing. I now have AP to do Galt Fury if I wanted, but I wouldn't get much synergy out of it. But I would do a rewarding mark, as well as leave a mark behind. I'm just going to do an attack, though, on this guy and save the mark for CL.
Careful now.
Tricky shot. That is not what I was expecting. Why did I think Tricky Shot was going to be a projectile? That time I actually got a gradient counter. Can you believe it? Oh my god. Miracles can happen. Trumpet Concerto? That one I remembered. Feels okay. Nice.
For some mayhem.
That's a lot of AP that Minoko has, so probably want to spend it. I think, though, I'd rather get into a different stance. Almighty Mass is good, because now we can just go straight to Chapelier Slash. Excellent.
Ready to strike.
Now, maybe we should just finish this enemy off instead of rezzing CL. Just don't even worry about another round of attacks, but I'm going to use the Revive Tint.
You can do better.
Too early. He still gets me with those delays. Every time he gets me, man. We're going to finish this guy off. Let's just finish the battle, and we'll use a Chroma Elixir to get CL back in here. This double damage that CL's taking is definitely a big downside. It's a bit of an issue. We got a couple level ups here. One of Lune's weapons and one of our Pictos. Longer Shell. From 9 to 15. And then I think her weapon also went from 8 to 15. Troubadim. Interesting that we were battling against the Troubadour there. Have I seen that before, where we level up a weapon because we faced off against that particular enemy? Weakness gain. This was the new Pictos that we picked up, but then we got the level up from Longer Shell as well. Once again, that's a lot of health and defense, and maybe I should be giving some of that to CL, because it sure feels like she needs it. It sure feels like, man, now that she's leveled up double mark and stay marked, maybe we should, like, stay marked, maybe we should apply, instead of speed and crit rate, it's like she kind of needs a bunch of health. Should we give her, we could give her energizing pain instead. Why don't we see how that feels? Let's just put that here and just see how the extra health feels. Does it actually make a difference for her, or does she still get completely wrecked? Let's find out. Got to experiment. So now, forgotten battlefield, but tainted. This place is a mess. It's almost like it's a war zone. Is this guy coming for us? I think he is. He's waiting for us, at least. Once we decide to jump down, he's like, I'm ready for you. I'm gonna hawk a loogie on you. Oh, no, he lost interest. Never mind. Okay. He was not... Oh, there's a path down here with this cannon, huh? And I hear this guy hanging out over here. I want to go around you, actually. Oh, okay. I should have just done the first strike. I thought for a second he de-aggroed. Rush. Everybody gets some rush. All right. Man, Agile Mask just feels so good for Minoko, because I'm really liking this Chapelier Slash. It costs a whole bunch of AP, but we're just generating a bunch of AP. No, that's not the right... What the hell did I just do? I did the wrong ability.
It likes you.
Oh, I thought I waited. I picked the complete wrong ability for Minoko. That time I actually got the counter. Let's go. Awesome. So that worked out. I did the... How did I not do a Chevalier slash for Minoko? That is so ridiculous. Do we just do a Dark Wave here? Let's just do a Dark Wave.
Death is a friend.
Oh, they're all resistant to Dark. That was a mistake. They are resistant. Let's get the Troubadour out here. Although I really should make a change to my skills because Berserk Slash is not working the way that I think it should. Okay, at least CL did not get one shot, so that's one good change that we've made. That one I can see coming down. The gradient counter is online, ready to go.
It likes you.
Yeah, try it again. Try it again. Try it again. We're ready. It feels like with the gradient counters, you have such a generous window to hit back. You just do not have to time it to perfection. So I'm going to use the Bachelier Fortify here. I'm going to do a Fortify.
Risks.
And now CL is going to do a Harvest.
I'll use your life.
You're outmatched.
Verso being at B rank wants to do a Blitz, right? But he could also do a Perfect Break. This guy is actually reasonably close to being broken, but he's also reasonably close to being dead. Could do a Sabotage, put a mark on everybody. Why don't we actually do that? Let's do Sabotage. That's going to give us 2 AP back because... Oh, I want to spend 2 more AP because this counts as a turn. I want to do... that's Beneficial Contamination is... Okay, that's our Beneficial Contamination proc. So now I do... Oh, but then now it's applied to mark already from... okay, maybe I'm just going to do... Shit. What do I do instead? Now I want to do my A rank move, which is powerful. But I also want to finish off this enemy. Can I do that if I just do a... If I just keep shooting him, and eventually I get my follow-up? I think maybe I do that. Yeah, let's just do that, and eventually we do follow-up and finish you off. Don't know how long I need to wait. Except I'm not on S rank, so it doesn't cost... It's not cheaper. Shit. Damn it. Okay, we're doing powerful after all.
Just try it.
Oops. Now I'm starting to wait. I'm starting to get the timing against that relentless combo. Oh, and the other guy burned and he's out of here. Sweet. Galt Fury, let's go. And free aim to kill you. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like it, though, that the just the regular enemy groups are starting to feel much more of a challenge. That feels good. It feels like we've had too many zones previously where we've been just walking over everybody. So this is good. Now, is there anything hiding back over here? There is. Another color of Lumina. I don't want any... We don't want any... shoe-in. We don't want shoe-in difficulty. We want a challenge. I saw there was an item over here, though, somewhere. Do I need to fall down? I guess so. I guess I need to go back up here. I saw the purple item. Right there.
Interesting.
Another color of Lumina. So interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can avoid this guy. And go around this way to the rope. And there is an item up here, some chroma.
An advantage.
It's really, it is such a cool scene that we're looking at. It's also incredibly tough to parse visually. And there could be so many various side paths and hidden areas here that I'm going to try to be careful and not overlook. Stealth around this guy. You can't see me. I just blend right in. Always a little bit surprised when the game actually lets me climb up on a massive pile of corpses. Because it's so much of the terrain is not really meant to be navigated over. There's another Clair, so we found the path forward, I think. There's also, like we saw in the original Forgotten Battlefield, the... Oh, what were these guys called again? The guys that we met at Minoko Station. And also at the... I have received a nudge that at some point we need to go back to the carousel. That little carousel side area. And revisit that little mini zone. So we will do that at some point. We'll do that eventually.
I saw your future.
Oh, that actually did really good. We should use Marking Shot more often, I think, instead of Berserk Slash, because it's not working the way that I think. And maybe I should just sub out Berserk Slash altogether. I think we just go with Jar Lampstorm here, which finishes off the Troubadour. Okay, good.
Just try it.
Yes, man, you can wait so late for that second attack in the Relentless combo. Clair can give everybody shields, and it can also do weakening strikes. That time, I saw it. I saw it coming.
Violence,
The fourth one, not the third one, the fourth one. Let's go. It's so satisfying when you actually get things, when you actually get that correct timing. We'll just take off all the shields and we'll see where our wheel ends up. Agile Mask at 6 AP, unfortunately, so now I can't afford the Chapelier Slash. So we will settle for, well, we could do another free aim here to move our wheel. Comes back to Agile. So now we would have to do... We can try to move it one more time. Let's move it one more time. And we get a Marking Shot from that. It puts us at 4 AP, but that's not enough to do a Lamp Storm, so we'll just settle for a Fortify. Now CL has 6 AP, and both enemies have Mark, so why don't we just jump straight into... We're not going to do Dark Wave because the big sword guy is resistant to Dark, but we can do Dark damage against Clair, I think, because she is light, so that she should be weak to Dark damage. So that's what we want to do, right? We want to do like Phantom Blade. gonna do a Phantom Blade.
Lady Luck's smiling today.
Let's carve a path.
And it only consumes one mark as well, because it's one hit. So now the mark is still on there for Verso to be able to do a blitz if he wants. And I think he will. Because that gets him a second turn.
Let's go faster. Ready to strike.
And it does a decent amount of damage. Now we can do Perfect Break. And hopefully that kills you off. Maybe not. It is light damage, so you might actually be resistant to that. So we might stick with a blitz and just keep on the physical damage train. We can do at least a couple free aims, though. Try to get a mark before leaving B perfection. We'll do a second blitz, though. Okay, smashing jump. That's right, that's the grading attack, which I actually did early. Shit. Here I was talking about doing that as... Okay, that time, you did not do what I thought you were gonna do, because she actually does something similar to Obscur with that silencing attack, where she only lights up one sword and then swings. There's a huge delay, which is not like Obscur, but there's a huge delay, and then one sword lights up, swing. The other sword lights up, swing. Something like that. It's not quite... she doesn't wait for both swords to light up, which is kind of what I was expecting her to do. Do we go with a Mighty Strike here and see if that takes you out? Mighty Strike, and then whatever we happen to get. Do we stay on Agile Mask, or is it going to move? We'll find out. It does take you out, though, and that's what I wanted. Just make sure you are out of here. It does move us to Almighty Mask, except does the gradient attack... That's what Mighty Strike does. It moves you to Almighty Mask. I forgot about that last line. That moves you into Almighty Mask. I love it, because that means I get to do a Venusaur Mortar or a Jar Lambstorm. I don't know which one's better. Let's do the Mortar. I think in either case, the enemy would have been out of here. I think we would have been well satisfied with whatever outcome had happened there. I think we've gotten quite a few level ups this episode, and that probably means we have a lot of attribute points to spend. I guess that maybe is helping the fact that these fights are feeling a little bit more challenging than past recent events, recent fights, is probably because I haven't been leveling up my attributes, which I've been doing on purpose. Trying to even the playing field, level the playing field a little bit. I knew I heard the item glow nearby. Any other item glows that I've walked by? It is really a challenge trying to see exactly what's going on here. But this actually feels... It doesn't feel like there are too many side paths in this area. So maybe they're having a little bit of mercy on us. Even though everything is super visually intense, they're actually not trying to break my brain with a whole bunch of hidden side paths and whatnot.
Oh.
What is this? Oh, shit. It's Gustav's arm. And that's why Mael reacted. So I was taken aback at first by this gravestone, which had the sad face on it. And I thought at first we were doing the Axon thing again with the mask keeper and everything, and I was like, oh, we're calling back to this guy. And then I saw the arm. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Sag. Dang. So even though this is like a recent event that we our fallen team member that we buried, that is reflected here inside of the paintress's mind. Oh, and this heartbreaking theme. Oh man, they're gonna make me cry. They're gonna make me cry if they start revving up this song. I love it so much. There's a manor door here. Okay. We see Gustav's arm inside of the monolith. This is wild. I really want to figure out. I want to know what's going on. I want to know. We got taken to an absolutely gorgeous part. Are we on the roof of the manor? The hanging gardens on top? There's an audio log. This is beautiful.
Well, that will help.
New music record. L'amour d'une mere. L'amour is love, right? I don't know what the other part translates to. D'une mere. If I'm even saying that half correct. Let's listen to our expedition journal, though.
His little grin.
Aline.
So proud of his latest creation. But at least those memories remain. What hurts more are the memories unmade. The conversations we'll never have. The time we'll never spend. I want rage to consume me. Anything to fill the hollow. But rage won't come. And I just float in an endless nothingness. The person I cannot be around is Alicia. Her pain is a broken mirror. The shards reflecting back tenfold, and every moment with her the cuts deepen and I feel myself unraveling. I know what he'll say. But this is the first time I've felt any surcease. For a few moments a day, my heart beats again.
Aline. Hope I'm saying that right. Is this the mother? Is this the faceless curator lady? Is this the paintress? I have to admit, I have to confess, journal, Aline. I have to admit, thanks to YouTube and the copyright claim system, this is not the first time that I have seen the name Aline. We had such a beautiful moment during last episode when we approached the paintress, and I kind of just sat back and I let the music take hold, because that's what the moment felt like. It was such a beautiful track, and the singer was doing such an amazing job, and I just had to let the music play. As it turns out, we're actually up here we're actually above the original room that we were in the manor. This is so cool. We're finally opening this door. As it so happens, though, apparently that track is called Aline. That song, that part of the OST that plays when you're there at the paintress is called Aline, and the YouTube copyright claim system flagged that. It's like the first time that I've had that happen with any game. I'm just not used to any game having any part of its soundtrack be claimed by copyright. And so it kind of threw me off, and I looked into it to see if it was like a mistake. It looks like it's not. I don't know if it would have been different if I had, actually been speaking during that time. Because, fair use, and I don't know exactly how the copyright rules work, but for whatever reason, that particular moment, that 2 minutes that we just listened to that track play was enough to flag the copyright system, and that's why I saw the title of the track, which is Aline. And so I know that name from YouTube's copyright system. And it made me think, oh, I couldn't help but think, like, Aline, why is that there when we're meeting the Paintress? Or in front of the Paintress for the first time? Why are we getting that music track, and why is it called that? And now we get a journal with that same name. And I can't help but think, is that the name of the Paintress? And is she our mom? Or is she at least Verso's mom? Who was she talking about in that particular journal? Another creation of his? Was she talking about Verso? Probably, but maybe she's talking about Renoir. I don't know. Rest in peace, Gustav. The mask is very curious, because it does make me think of the Mask Keeper. Oh wow, we're going. That's a long grappling hook spot. Oh my god! And all of a sudden we are Snowland, back at Minoko Station. Man, the visual transition there was so cool. This is just, look at this, man. This is just, oh, we're actually looking down to where we were just earlier this episode. I can see that was the part with there's like the lighthouse directly below us over here. Yeah, there is that lighthouse. We've got the wheel in the distance. It is a Ferris wheel, right? But the rest of the world, you know what I forgot to do? I was gonna do this and I forgot. Let's see if we can find a flag. If there's a flag up here, we're gonna do something real quick because I wanna see. I love that transition though too. Everything gets snowy all of a sudden. Okay, there is a flag here like I was hoping. So there's a flag. What we're gonna do, this is Tainted Hearts. Tainted Hearts. We're gonna go back to the continent because what I wanna see, let's rest. But I also wanna go back, we can fast travel back here, but I wanna go back to the continent and see what, is the Paintress still here? Yes. Okay. I wasn't totally sure if, you know, if maybe the Paintress would have disappeared. Or if the monolith would have changed in some way. It's really, like, I wish we could, like, zoom out the camera angle from here, but...
Time for swim.
Let's just back out a little bit here. There's nothing different so far as I can tell. The Paintress is still here. So it's not like she's an illusion. Question mark? I'm so unsure exactly of, you know, we're inside the monolith. And yet it's like this complete... We go back to this part here where we could theoretically approach the Paintress again. We could approach the Paintress again. What would that do? I feel like I see a portal underneath her now. So it's like there is a passageway that goes underneath her that leads to the rest of the monolith. Or inside the monolith. Also, I'm a little wary about going back down here because we might incur the wrath of the YouTube copyright system again by listening to this track. But if I keep talking, I think it's a different story. So I think that changes things. But what does happen here if we go, like, there's a portal there, right? We're not going to get into battle with her like we did the first time, I don't think. But I also don't know for sure until we go down here. I want to know more, man. I want answers to our questions. I want answers to everything. Do you wish to enter the monolith? Okay. It's interesting that it gives you a choice. Like, if I said no, we back out here. Like, there's nothing else to do here, is there? Do we come back here eventually to have the final showdown? Or who knows, is there even going to be a final showdown at this point? Like, maybe the resolution to our story is not a final ultimate battle defeating the Paintress, but maybe we're just gonna, you know, have a big therapy session with her and resolve her all of her past personal trauma, and everything will be right in the world. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to play out. What I do think, though, is I think this is a good spot for us to wrap up this installment of Expedition 33. Let's travel back to the Tainted Hearts as Mael catches her breath. But thank y'all for hanging out with me to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, please do consider doing the YouTube thing and hitting those buttons down below. We are here at the precipice of the Tainted Station, I presume. And I still can't remember these creatures. These creatures that we crossed paths with before. What were they called? I'm gonna have to review my notes. What were these guys called? Minoko's buddies. Minoko's buddies. He looks a little different, and he's not exactly dressed for snowy weather, but something tells me that Minoko doesn't care because he's a Gestrel, and that's just how he rolls. We got so many questions to answer, and I'm so fascinated how this is going to play out. But the visuals in this monolith area are just so remarkable. I cannot. Breathtaking. And I'm so looking forward to seeing more, and we will do that next time when we press into the Minoko's station portion of the program. We'll see how it goes. You want to wave goodbye to everybody, Minoko? If you hang around long enough, he'll wave goodbye, but we're just going to have to imagine that for now in our minds. As always, thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.